remote now.
Oh my God. Too much.
I know. Technology. What up, Stamp Gang? This is Sade of Sade No Days Off. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got a guest. You all remember my mom. My mom is my guest this week for couch conversations for Sunday, for our Self Sunday. And this month, like February is Valentine's month, and you know, for single people it is Singles Awareness Day and all of that. But for me, February has been about practicing self-love, like being really intentional about self-love. So that's what we're going to discuss for this month's couch conversation. If you are not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell so you know when I post. I post twice a week, so you don't want to miss these fantastic self-care conversations as well as my travel stuff, which why would you want to miss the travel things? Okay.
Let's do it.
What is self-love to you?
Self-love to me is doing all those, not so much the big things, but all those little things that we tend to kind of put on the back burner. You know, oh, I'll do it when I have more time. But it's those little things that in a long run, I think makes the biggest difference. You get the biggest payoff.
I think for me, self-love means not being afraid or ashamed to put yourself first and to take care of you in the face of everything and everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Know how to say no sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. When did it become important for you to practice loving yourself?
I think it came more important as you start getting older, because then you see like the fine lines and you don't have as much energy, and then you start kind of taking stock of, okay, maybe I need to do something about this. Maybe there's supplements. That's what I started doing. Just started researching natural things to make me feel better. Of course, that comes from hearing different things that are out there and the drawbacks from it. And pharmaceuticals are not good. So you just kind of start looking for natural products too.
I remember when you started going to the health food store.
Yeah.
But I think there's something, I think you're right, because if you guys don't know, me and my mom, we have exactly a 30-year difference between us. And she's right. I would say in the last couple of years, I have been really starting to focus on my health and taking care of myself and my mental wellness and things like that, because I don't run like I used to run. Like, that body change is real. I've had 2 body changes in the last 5 years.
Wow. Yeah. It is real.
Yeah, so I do agree that you start really examining, like, what am I going to do for my body to keep it running at the pace that I want it to, and even still realizing that even when you take care of yourself, it's not going to run exactly like it ran when you were a little bit younger. And I've been doing a lot more health things and holistic stuff and DIY. I've been doing a lot more of that. You're right. So yeah, I guess that's true.
And the payoff is good. I mean, you may pay a little bit more for, you know, the natural supplements, especially organic, but the payoff is really good, because at the, you know, a month or 2, you're like, well, okay, I feel a little bit different now.
That is true.
Ooh,
do you take yourself on dates?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
That's a big thing, and I know I've talked to quite a few people who are uncomfortable like going places by themselves, but I think it's super important to take yourself on a date from time to time, you know, if that's once a month or 2 times a month, whatever you can do, because you need your you time. And for those people who are single, like, it helps you to be comfortable and know what you like, what you want, if you can do it for yourself. Like, if you have this idea of a perfect date, you know, ask yourself, would I take myself on that date, and then go. Like, if there's a restaurant you want to try
it out.
Go try it out and dress up, feel cute, do whatever you have to do. Go see that movie I love going to
I
the movies.
love going to the movies by myself.
Yes, so I think self-dates are a great way of showing yourself love and appreciation because, in the same way, you take another person out because you want to spend time with them, show them that you appreciate them. You should be able to do that for yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely self-dates are a big one. If there were a piece of advice you could give your younger self, particularly about self-love, what would it be?
Wow. The piece of advice I would give is basically like I would tell you, try to make good decisions when you're young, because that will save you a lot of stress and emotional upset down the road. So take time. Nothing is that important that you got to make a decision right now. If you feel like you need a time to take a step back and look at the situation, look at different scenarios, then you do that, because this is your life. So making good decisions is a big part of it. And part of that decision making is, like Mom used to tell me all the time, you need to rest. And now you realize
that she was right. Yeah. She was all
you
right.
run all weekend, and then come Monday you're like, your bank is just drained. You have no energy, but now you got to start your work week.
Yeah.
So you got to make those decisions to, hey, look, let me sit down and take care of me,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think in some ways you get that, how babies, they don't want to fall asleep because they feel like they're going to miss something. You go through points when you're younger where you like have to go because you feel like you're going to miss something socially, or you're going to miss the party or a good night at the club or whatever. But it's going to be there. Like, it'll be there. That's a good one. Mine would be, and I'm thinking of like when I was 20 years old in undergrad, I'm living away from home for the first time. Mine would be, don't be so hard on yourself. And that is something that I'm kind of paying for now in my late 20s going into my 30s. Just being able to give myself grace, because I can't speak for other people, but I go so hard, and I'm so hard on myself, and I have such high expectations that I stress myself out a lot, and it's usually not as bad as I think it's gonna be. Everything usually turns out okay. It never hardly ever in the way that I hope it's gonna turn out, but it usually turns out fine. And then I have just like worked myself up for nothing. So my piece of self-love advice would be, chill the hell out. Like, just, it's okay. Calm down. Don't trip. Yeah, that's the lesson I am learning now. Oh man.
Yeah. Don't worry about things you cannot physically make a change for.
Right. Yeah. And realizing that in a lot of situations, there are things that you do have control over, and you should take care of those by all means. The things that you do have control over, tend to those. But
most things
you don't have any control over. You can do your best to put things in motion like you're supposed to, do your due diligence. But at the end of the day, once it's in motion, it's going to do its thing.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're 20 years old and stressing yourself out, please calm down. Take a deep breath. It's not that bad.
Drink lots of water.
Mind your edges and moisturize your face.
There you go.
So, yes, I hope that you enjoyed this couch conversation. And, I love this because I do have the opportunity to do the intergenerational thing.
Right.
Because I have such a good relationship with a lot of older women, including my mom. Like, my mom is one of my besties. Like, it's us. But, and to be able to share that with you, because sometimes, younger people don't feel like they can talk to older people, especially parents. I don't have that problem because, like I said, me and my mom are super duper close. But that also gives me an opportunity to share that. So you're getting it from somebody who's gonna be 30 this year, and then my mom who's 30 years older than me. Like, she has lived life, done a lot of things, accomplished a lot, but also had a lot of the experiences that she's been telling me about. Like, I get it now. So yeah, she's the GOAT. But as always, friends, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend about the channel. See you in the next one. Bye.